Greetings, hi, TheWarOwl greets you, and welcome to another Matchmaking Academy, where you are the star for all the wrong reasons. But don't worry, we're gonna figure out what those reasons are and help you become a better player at Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Lovely game. This one gonna be sent in here by Cranarion. He is a Nova 4. That's here. At least he says so. I don't think that's a real rank. And he wanted to know how to hold off long. Be aware that these players, very brave for sending these things in. He's missing. So it's important not to mock the players, obviously. They're trying to get better at the game. This is probably the average skill in matchmaking. So it's probably a good example to go through and sort of... He wanted to know how to improve his aim. He wanted to know what went wrong specifically in that round. So let's hop back there and figure it out. First round, we've talked about this a lot. What do you buy on the first round? You can buy armor, you can buy the nades and flashes, depends on what you're doing with your team. Obviously, at this level of matchmaking, your team's probably not going to be that coordinated, especially if you're not a pre-made. So, actually looks like Cranarion is going to full save. First, oh, he's going to get the armor, okay. First mistake there was taking too long in the buy zone. You always need to make sure you use that time to buy, get your stuff out immediately, because there are specific meat zones. Check out these terrorists. Very quickly, looking like they're going to go long A, and they started that full-on run from the spawn. So our friend here, Cranarion, is just going to be a little bit late to the meeting zone, or to the point at where you should first engage the opponent. And check it out. Terrorist has already made it there. This guy over on the other team, Pex, he already has vision. This can put you in a lot of trouble because you can get the pick very easily off of that counter-terrorist because you know he's going to peek there. You know somebody is. Generally, you're going to stake at least 2-3 players there. I mean, I don't know. This is, of course, there's some guy just running up the middle, so whatever. I guess anything's out the window. But yeah, first mistake is getting there a little bit later. You always need to get there as fast as possible, and you need to understand the timing of when those terrorists can peek where this guy is. So at this point, it's Cranarion. He has the armor, so he doesn't have any nades or flashes. Not much you can do about that. It'd have been good to have another player with him here to hold off this push. Generally on this map, Dust 2, at long, you're gonna put at least 2 players here, and one person can flash Cranarion out. He's alone. He has the armor. Could have bought a flash. Maybe did the TheWarOwl flash out there. I don't know. So the main thing, he sort of thought that it was his aim that was causing him all this grief. And that is a part of it, but another part of it is just those simple decisions. So, check out that crosshair position. It's all over the place. It's just a simple matter of aim. His aim is not on. And we'll watch it just a little bit here when he turns around and tries to hit this guy and totally misses, even though he's standing completely still. And here it is. He is still. His shots are accurate.
Now, why don't you let your old grandpa explain something to you there, sonny boy? Now, you see, there's precision and accuracy. And the precision is sort of how close together the shots are. And accuracy is like how close it is to the center. So when you said he was accurate, you was wrong, TheWarOwl, because he wasn't. He was over here. He was precise. And when you're being precise, all you gotta do is just your movement. It's your left hand, see? And when you're trying to aim, it's your right hand, and that's what defines the accuracy. So he's got to work on his right-handedness. TheWarOwl didn't say it the right way, because he's an idiot.
Hey, this would be good for a tutorial. I'll probably do this in a task. Someone will steal it first. Alright, so here we are at long A, exactly where this player was positioned. You always need to keep the crosshair at head level where an enemy is going to pop out, so it's right about there. We saw this player set up, sort of had himself in a good position, waiting for that player to peek, and the player peeked. So, he should have just been able to go, boom, tap, he's dead, headshot, or 2, at this distance. We saw the player's crosshair sort of a little bit off like that, and that may tell me that he doesn't have the ability to sort of micro-correct, like move the mouse very small distances. So while he's like right here, to him it might be the same as right there, because he may have very, very high sensitivity. I would suggest maybe lowering that sensitivity. That is just a possibility for that. So when the player's moving around the corner, go for the headshot, take him out. One other thing he did during this situation was shoot as fast as he can. And if you do that, you have to compensate for the recoil. So as you can see, this gun is actually not very bad on the recoil, why a lot of players decide to use it. but when you're shooting fast like that, you gotta pull down a little bit so all your shots are going to the same spot. Actually, I only have 3 rounds left, so I need to use them sparingly. Sparingly. Standing out here in the open, just going for those shots, it's a safe thing to do in terms of shooting, because you're not going to have to deal with the movement. However, most players are not going to stand out here. They're going to rotate back and only be visible when they're shooting. So stand here until the player peeks. Boom, I missed him. Oh, I better rotate back like this. And if you peek again, you're probably going to die because that player knows where you are. So you can't really stand out there like that the whole time. He did survive that, but it is something you want to try to avoid. Always make sure you have cover. Always make sure you're only engaging the opponent when you can shoot. Okay, this is a huge red flag to me. Watch this. So we check out our eco of this team. They're a little bit low on the money. Our guy Crenarion doesn't have enough money to buy, but his team is buying up. 2 of them have ops. Obviously, they shouldn't be buying 2 ops if some of their players have to use shotgun and Bizon. They're doing something wrong buying as a team. You need to buy as a team. If players can afford ops like that, they can afford to drop their team in an M4, maybe go for an M4 themselves. You have 2 players with these ridiculous eco guns, and they're going up against armored players. They're going up against AK-47 and op, and check this out. Love this. Look over on the other side. That is going to be... That's what you're supposed to buy right there, what these guys did. Perfect buying here by their opponents. What is wrong here? Lots of things wrong here. Number 1, Bizon. There's the big red flag. Do not buy the Bizon against players with armor and helmet. And because second round players can do armor pistol, you should never buy the Bizon unless you're sure. Unless you have a tell, unless you're sure they're going to be saving the next round, do not buy a Bizon. It does, like, I don't know, I'm making this up, a 12 damage against an enemy, and you got to get 3 or 4 headshots with the thing. It is a pitiful weapon. As an alternative, you could have bought the shotgun like Frost did. You get a bunch of kill reward for that, and you can also take players down. Mag 7's going to be a good one for that, because you can actually take players down with it. The next one that you can buy would be a pistol. You don't get any kill reward, but you can still frag with it. P250, 5.7 on CT side. Even Deagle would be better than a Bizon. I don't know why he bought that thing. Just ridiculous. Watch this. Next round, guys. What's he gonna buy? Oh my gosh! No! 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 Team's buying up. What to do? Oh no! No! What? Crenarion's been a good sport. Thank you, sir, very much for sending in the demo. Thank you, sir, for the commitments to getting better at Counter-Strike. You, sir, are a shining example to the community. I wish you many frags in the future. Practice, practice, practice. Get that gun. Practice that aim and start taking people down. You'll get there in no time. All right, so we talked about what not to do. We made fun of the Bizon. Let's get an owl vision. I'm the War Owl, and I still have no closer.